Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Don't Worry, Be Fluffy World Tour.
The minute you get into a brand new relationship, like magic, you know who really notices just how happy you are, guys? Other women, not your woman. Look how happy he is. I bet I can change that.
Friday, May 10th, FedEx Forum. Get your tickets now at fluffyguy.com. Don't miss a Memphis Don't Worry, Be Fluffy World Tour.
10 feet ahead of you, catch me is something you'll never do. I turn around and I level you, no motivation is needed. Look, I put myself on the pedestal, this is incredible.
Take your fandom to the next level with the official Grizzlies app. Go all access and behind the scenes.
It's got to be heavy defense. That's where it starts for us.
Personalized to where you are and who you are. Get easy access to ticketing, the game day guide, and your own app customization right at your fingertips. Upgrade your experience and download the Grizzlies app today.
This is an actual good shoe.
Yeah, it looks like
this
a good
is a
shoe.
real good shoe.
What you think about him, KJ?
She likes Cheetos.
Like Cheetos?
Yeah, or
like
nay.
Cheetos.
You like Cheetos?
For kids, yeah or nay.
That's what I mean. For kids,
For kids,
1,000%.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I was still playing basketball, I played in brightly colored shoes. I wore pink shoes a lot of the time or purple shoes. Like, I like that. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
I will take High School Musical with my fifth and final pick because it is a sports movie. You do got to get your head in the game. I love High School Musical. I love musicals. Sports and musicals can coexist in this beautiful world. What a beautiful, beautiful movie. Even though High School Musical 1 is not even the best of the High School Musicals.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Nate Bargatze, the Be Funny Tour.
I mean, Chuck E. Cheese is rough. I don't know if you've been there in a while. They look like they're trying to go to business and they can't.
All new material.
They filed for bankruptcy and they're still open. They called Blockbuster and they're like, how do you get out? We want out.
Nate Bargatze, Friday, May 31st, FedEx Forum. Tickets available at FedEx Forum Box Office or Ticketmaster.com. Produced by Outback Presents Nate Bargatze, the Be Funny Tour.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So we could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Now for a limited time, the new $1.99 crispy tender wraps are here at Sonic. Who could deny a crispy chicken tender with bold flavors like hickory barbecue and cheesy Baja? And we can't forget the crisp lettuce and melty cheese to make the perfect bite. Wrap yourself up with some TLC, tender, love, and chicken for only $1.99. Sonic $1.99 crispy tender wraps. Tax not included, limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show, presented by Caesars Sportsbook on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Once in your life, won't you do what feels right? Instead of waiting for the next big compromise. Stop running your mouth, get out of the house, get yourself downtown and shake it all out tonight. I don't have friends that pitch fork or enemy. No sexy heroin addiction plaguing me, but I can still get down like Frank Poncherello on a motorbike. Once in your life, won't you do what feels right instead of waiting for the next big compromise? Stop running your mouth, get out of the house, get yourself downtown and shake it all out
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. Oh, we got a ton to get to. Unbelievably epic series ended last night. Well, two series ended. One of them was epic. The other one was obviously not. We got a huge weekend ahead. We'll get to all of that. That River Beat Music Fest is going on downtown. The Kentucky Derby is going on. And we got all the basketball that is going to resume, including Game 1 of that Denver-Minnesota series, which is going to take place before we speak again. We will get to all of it. Gary Parrish is going to join us in studio. It's a Friday. It's kind of dark outside, but smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Yeah. I hope everybody's having a good day. All right. We got a ton of stuff to get to. It is quite the busy day, to say the least, and the games were unbelievable last night. Gang is all here. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Band, the Senior Sack, a.k.a. Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Deckard, John Lance, a.k.a. Yogi Roser. What up? Devin Walker's here. He is the microphone mangler. Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Math, Navajo Joe. The reporter, the photographer, are here. He's TJ McConnell's biggest fan.
Relax. Russ, wait, look, bro. The Sultan don't dance. I just give you these hands and try to put, bro, by the way, Rikishi dropped a diss record today.
Rikishi?
We got a new beef. I know everybody's talking about Kendrick and Drake, but we got a new beef today. Rikishi versus Hulk Hogan. Who you got?
Oh,
Who you got?
I don't know. I don't think Hulk can rap.
Yeah. Rikishi dropped some bars.
Yeah, look, I heard he can't
say the N-word. He can't say the. He said, "I don't dance. I'll give you these hands. See if you can drop the leg."
Oh,
now take that. Now take that.
Rikishi Gary Parrish is here, of course, on the Gary Parrish Show every morning at 10 o'clock. Look, I will tell you this. Once upon a time, you can find this. There's a diss track by the great Macho Man Randy Savage called "Be a Man, Hulk. Be a Man. Be a Man." Look at "Be a Man" by Macho Man Savage.
Man, yeah.
Amazing. Well, I mean, one of the great diss tracks of all time.
If I'm
Be a
not
Man,
mistaken,
Hulk.
It's 3 minutes long.
It's called "Be a Man, Hulk."
Came out in 2005.
Yeah, and it's Macho Man rapping.
Hulk. Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulks, wherever they call you. I'm coming after you, you coward. Hot diggity damn Hulk. Afraid you set it off. Used to be hard Hulk, now you didn't turn soft.
Ooh,
okay.
Bars.
Doing telephone commercials, I seen you dancing in tights as a ballerina.
Macho Man had bars.
Macho Man came for his neck.
Yeah,
So,
they
yeah.
didn't call him a terrible father.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah, he didn't do that. He didn't do that.
And so you want to shake booty with Instagram models.
He didn't do that. He didn't do
All
that.
right, so anyways, we have had last night, came home and I saw, it looked like there was a moment where, the Bucks are going to scratch and claw and fight, and they're going to make a game out of this. And they got it down to 85-78. It's a 7-point game.
Oh, no.
And then TJ McConnell happened.
It's my worst nightmare.
Next thing you know, 96-78, game over. TJ McConnell ended that game, basically the last part of the third and early part of the fourth. Ended it by himself.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to sometimes you just got to bury somebody, and obviously that's what TJ McConnell did.
You called TJ McConnell?
Yeah.
They said his wife was in the stands while he was playing so good. That's what Tyree said.
His wife?
Is she not normally?
She doesn't usually come to games.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was like his wife was in the stands, so you expect
that
TJ.
was nice.
TJ to play a little bit harder.
It kind of be like if my wife ever listened to my show.
Yeah.
Maybe I try real hard.
There you go. Subscribe to the podcast.
I could announce my divorce on my show, and my wife
She
would
wouldn't know.
She wouldn't even know. I'd walk in the front door, and she'd be like, "What are we doing for dinner?"
We are all TJ McConnell.
I know how TJ McConnell feels.
It's a tough scene.
So, anyways, he buries them, and then what's up with PatBev, bro?
Come on, man.
He tweaking, bro.
I mean,
He
look,
crashed
we
out on
know-
national television.
I'll tell you this. We have always known PatBev is a hard-nosed, foxhole type guy, scratch claw, do anything to win. But, bro, with that comes he is an excessively sore loser. Right?
The worst of the losers.
He's a terrible winner as well, right? I mean,
He
really
took his shirt off.
Yeah, everything about him.
He took his shirt off.
He can't win or lose with any kind of grace, right? Like none. And he chucked a ball in the pants.
That's crazy.
He really.
What is the suspension going to be?
No, and how about the girl he went after in the locker room?
Yeah, he's just like,
He's gonna get at least a 10-pack.
an insane person.
He's gonna get a
Yeah,
10.
that's
He's gonna get a 10-pack for that.
Do you subscribe to my podcast?
And it's one thing
what
if
is
it
his
would've just been-
deal?
when
Get
I-
this microphone out of my face.
Yeah, when he kept going back to it, it's one thing if you just have one off the cuff, kind of rude remark.
Frustration
Yeah,
thing.
but when you keep going back to it and making her a part of this thing,
crazy.
It's just all
He out of pocket.
yeah.
I mean, I've been through Pat Bev's hands before, so I feel her pain. I told you a story about Pat Bev's getting in my face.
He did?
I told you all the story on air
yeah.
before.
No.
When
Yeah,
he
it's
tried to
just
take out Mike Conley here, I was like a young intern, and then my first 2 months at 92.9. I was like a young intern, just going to games, just being in a visiting locker room. He tried to take out Mike Conley, I think at a loose ball or something. And I'm of course Capital J journalist back then.
Yeah.
I put in the visiting locker room face to face. I said, "Was that a clean or dirty play on Mike Conley out there?"
You said that?
Yeah.
That's a bad question, Dave.
I mean, I just wanted to know.
I
He gets
agree,
right
that
here, bro.
option.
In your face?
Yes. What do you think? What do you think so? What you see? What do you think it was? And I was like,
He intimidated
Yeah,
you.
and I'm like a young kid, bro.
Yeah,
and I'm
no,
like,
no.
I don't know. That's what I thought, and sat back in his chair, and I was like, yo, I was like just getting in it.
Nobody came to Devin's defense. This woman's getting defended in every
Oh,
corner
my
of the
God.
internet.
Yeah, nobody defended
Nobody
me.
defended Dev. I'm sorry.
I was young, man.
I'm sorry I
camera.
wasn't there for you.
I was young,
I
man.
should have been there for
I don't know
you.
what to do.
We should have been there for
It's
him.
like my second month in the locker room. I'm like happy to be here, happy to interview. I'm like, and I'm just like, yo, this dude just got in my face and almost punched me in the face.
Dude, he cannot win or lose. Like, you remember pushing Chris Paul in the back?
Yeah, he's wild.
I mean, this is not like this is par for the course.
Yeah.
With him, right? Like, it's just that it became a big topic after that. But I mean, look, Indiana moves on. I then know they're going to play against New York. And one of the subjects that, and I brought this up on this show, and I have brought this up obviously in the mismatch quite a bit. And we had to revisit it this morning. We were talking about it. You know, one of the things that we always talk about in the NBA, which is absolutely true, is that throughout the course of the NBA history, you've got to have like a top 5 player in the league. Like, that's the way it goes. You look throughout NBA history, like, you got to have one of those guys. In the end, the talent wins, right? And it's why I like Luka to be facing Jokic. And that's why we hope that one day Morant is considered one of those guys, right? Like, he's one of the best 5 to 10 players in the league. You can get there. It's also the reason that some people have, despite their insane success, wonder about Boston in a way that you would not normally, and that's because it's the Tatum thing. It's like, all right, is Tatum, whatever. But anyways, the point is this. Embiid has been, pretty much on like most everybody's list. He's certainly one of the top 5 players in the league and would have won probably second consecutive MVP if he didn't get injured. But it's the Brunson topic. And so about a month ago, I said, look now, you look at these stats. You look at his regular season stats. And you go look at like Steph Curry's 5th year and his 6th year and whatever. Like, they're the same. So is it possible that we just have it in our head that, he's not that level? But he actually is that level. And then what more do you want than 3 40-point games in a row? Like, okay, then who is on that level,
The first one to
right?
do it since Michael Jordan or some shit like that.
He for real might be one of the best 5 to 10 players in the league, and nobody accepts that because we've never thought of him that way, right?
Because he's, at least with Steph, there's one clear thing you see. It's like, man, who shoots like that?
Right.
Brunson doesn't do any one thing that you go, well, that's special.
Right.
It's just the whole thing's special. He flipped a franchise. He flipped a city.
He really
and
did.
he went and closed out a game in Philadelphia. That's all-time great stuff. To go close out a game in Philly with a 41-point performance against the reigning MVP, that's big-time stuff.
Because here's the other thing. If we're talking fair about it, right? Now, again, he is going to have some big-ass numbers against Indiana.
Yeah.
So this is not stopping.
It's going to be a layup drill.
And then we're going to find out because he's going to have to face Drew Holiday and then big wings in that New York-Boston series. Because I think New York's going to mow Indiana. I do. I don't think Indiana doesn't have they don't have the big guys. They ain't got the dogs to be able to deal with that. I mean, there was a play last night where OG Anunoby shot it like he shot like an elbow jumper. Embiid's in the drop coverage, so he just pulls up for an elbow jumper, and for whatever reason, it stands out to me so much. He shoots it and immediately starts running. If the ball went in, if it didn't go in, he was getting that rebound. And there's like 5 of them.
Right.
Oh, you got Josh Hart flying in there. Hartenstein's flying. It's like you got to really be able to deal with that, right? If you're gonna be, and that Indiana's not equipped to deal with that. So we'll see with Brunson. That being said, like, one of the questions I posed to Kevin that was kind of a stump is, we know what New York brings to the table. We know how good they are defensively and offensive rebounding and tenacious-wise and all that stuff. Forget defense, okay? Let's just forget defense for a minute. I thought that them not having Randall would show up because of offense and like some relief, right? Because it's like Brunson and who? If you were going to take someone off the Knicks just for offense, not named Jalen Brunson, who would you take? Who do you think is the best offensive player outside of Jalen Brunson?
Probably DiVincenzo. Yeah. Because he can get his own shot. He can get a little 1-2 bounce, get it up.
Okay, so now is he the greatest player ever?
Are you ready for that? I got
seriously.
That's probably why he takes all the shots.
But Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Steph Curry and, you know what I mean? Like,
Draymond and then KD, of course.
Right.
Here's one I read early this morning. I misquoted it on my show. The actual right way to put it is this. There's not a single player who played for the Knicks in that series who was drafted in the top 15.
Oh, wow.
Not one. Dante DiVincenzo is the highest drafted player at 17.
Oh, that's right. Because even like Mitchell Robinson's like second rounder. And
Julius Randle would be, but he's not playing.
That's right.
They didn't have a top 15 pick play for them in the series. That's who he's carrying probably to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Well, and you even saw, like, in the most crucial, certainly, if not the most crucial, one of the most crucial shots of the game, they finally took the long guys and just said, to hell with him. And so you saw that play where Batum and Kelly Oubre are both chasing him.
Yeah.
And he swings it over to Josh Hart.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Josh Hart top of the key 3.
Cross fingers.
And it's like, this is the option.
Yeah.
Like, this is what you're throwing to. Or you saw Anunoby on the crazy dunk that he had. Bro, there's nobody between him and the goal.
Right.
That's the level of attention the other guy commands, right? It's like, if you're commanding that much attention and still doing what he's doing, God bless.
I don't always think success at different levels leads to success at the next level, because it doesn't.
No.
But this guy's done this his whole life. This is who he is. He's won at the high school level. He won 2 national championships at Villanova. He was the national player of the year at Villanova. Like, his accolades are off the charts, and now he's doing it again.
It's just you now have to consider, could he be, and again, it's probably not this year with the guys that they have, but could he be the best player on a title team? And I think it's a question that we never, ever in a million years would have broached.
Never.
And it's
Jalen
like
Brunson?
now, like I don't know, man. What do you want?
I think the answer is yes. I don't think he can be the best player on this team to win a title because I don't think this team can win a title. But I think they're maybe one player away.
But the question was always like, you're going to need somebody better
You
than
gonna
Brunson.
need somebody next. I say you need somebody next to Brunson, maybe.
I think you got to have somebody next to him.
Next to Brunson, not better than him. I say next to him. Because right now he is really out there by himself.
But what I'm saying is he is putting up. He did just have a season that was a Curry-esque season, and he is not viewed that way.
Right. No.
He's not.
No.
And it's
He's not.
And the thing with him too is like he responded to it because the first 2 games of this series
he was horrible.
He was horrible,
right?
And he responds after that. The last 4 games,
that's greatness.
He goes 48%, 53%, 47%, 48%, and that's from the field. And the first 2 games, he was 16.7 from 3, and the final 4 games, he shot 35 from 3, which is not amazing, but
it's still better.
35% from 3, like.
And the weird thing is, it was such a great game. Like Maxey showed up when it mattered most, even though he had struggled at the beginning, which you knew was probably going to be the case, given that he had 47 in the game before. You know they're going to give him all the attention in the world. And Embiid had a big statistical game. There's no obvious person to blame for them. Except for Tobias Harris.
Yeah, he's the one to blame.
Bro, zero?
Cardio, bro.
Did you see what Kendrick Perkins said about it?
He said you send him to go get Chick-fil-A, he come back with napkins and forks.
Hey guys, I went to Chick-fil-A.
Look what I got.
You got napkins and forks. Where's the food?
Yeah, where the food at, bro?
I said this to Kevin last night. I watched 35 guys play, none of which played that many minutes and got 0.
Bro.
None of these bums we brought in last year.
You're 6'10", bro.
Dude, we brought in 35 players. There's guys that I literally, one day somebody's going to say, you remember when they played for the Grizzlies? I'll be like, no. I can't tell you how many times I showed up to games and there was somebody in the layup line, and I'm like, who the Sam?
I mean, but you
and
don't
they're
remember.
like, oh, they signed him today. And they at least went to college at Yale. I'm like, what?
You don't remember Tosa under the Wamba?
Woj told me that he will tweet out the Grizzlies have just signed a so-and-so to a 10-day. He's like, I don't even know who they are.
No.
he's like, I just trust him.
Oh, we tested the limits of knowledge. Usually it's like, I remember this guy from college.
You're like, nah.
No.
We got down the line.
You don't even know his college.
No, it's like I hope this is a real person.
Bro, I hope.
And they would at least score like 4.
Right.
They'd at least get 4
They're
points.
getting you 4.
Trace Jefferson could have done something for the Sixers last
Jack
night.
White could get you a bucket, bro.
Because the crazy thing is, nobody cares what you do anyway.
Yeah.
You get no attention. It's not like they're face guarding.
Yeah, Tom Thibodeau's not like, all right, guys, dude. We Embiid, Maxey, but we got to really watch out for Tobias Harris. Yeah. Like, he's up here on this bulletin
Bro,
board.
my guy was out there just running up and down the court, bro. Just running up and down the court. Just not doing anything.
They're going to have a parade for him being gone.
Yes.
Like, getting out from that contract. You see his contract, too. It's like,
it's nasty.
He is like, but here's the thing. That's why I say there's no obvious blame. They hate him anyway. Like, they were booing him.
They
boo him.
Wasn't that a big thing in the offseason? Like, they were going to move on from him? So that's been like
And I do think if you're Daryl Morey, there's part of you that sees the way this all shook out, and you regret not being aggressive at the trade deadline rather than take this into free agency. I mean, they're going to have $60 million in free agency. And so the obvious names are like Paul George and DeMar DeRozan. They're going to
Jimmy Butler they brought up.
They're going to get somebody amazing for sure.
Yeah.
But I think you can look and you go, man, Maxey turned into like a big time star. And if we would have just had one wing that was awesome, like Giannis got hurt.
That's the thing.
Porzingis is down.
That's
Like you
the
never
thing.
know the way it's going to fall out. It's like it feels like a wasted season.
You had this.
It lined up.
When's Giannis not going to be available again?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
We always run into, you had a good Buddy Hield game last night.
I know.
He finally made some shots. Then he decided to just chuck the ball up at the end.
Well, dude, they outscored them. What was the bench number? 42-5.
Damn.
The bench. 42-5. Tibbs played 7 players.
He played 7 players.
He played 7 players. 42-5.
That's wild.
That's insane.
And you still lost the game. Still lost the game.
Your bench won 42-5.
That's a tough scene, man.
Crazy.
Then you got Knicks fans going crazy in your arena. I saw a couple of fight videos. I'm like, yeah, bro. You lost the game and you lost the fight.
Well,
That's
and they
tough.
got to know. They got to know that, like, this next round, it's an easier opponent.
Oh, yeah. It's not a dogfight.
Right.
Now it's like, oh, geez. The Knicks are really going to be in the East Finals.
Yeah, it's going to be Knicks Celtics.
Knicks Celtics is going to be amazing.
Hey, look, but we got to get past the Reggie Miller montages, though, bro.
I'm
we got to take we got to take a stop in the middle.
Hey, they're going to show that 30 for 30 before game one.
Yeah, we got to have the Knicks Reggie Miller montages. I think the Pacers are going to give him a better fight than y'all think, though. I think so.
Then the
Yes.
Knicks need to bring out Larry Johnson because Larry Johnson hit that big 4-point play.
We need to bring out Larry. Where's Larry Johnson right now?
Grandmama.
Where is he
Where's
at?
Grandmama?
Where is he?
He was probably there. They had, at Madison Square Garden, they had a ton of the former Knicks there.
I haven't seen Larry Johnson.
He's one of those guys that, like, we will see at, like, the National Sports Collectors Convention, and he's 400 pounds.
Right.
You know what I mean?
By the way,
he's probably not. But
did you see who's coming? Who's signing?
Who?
Greg Oden.
Oh, okay. He was there.
Do you remember when me and you hosted the sports ball?
Yeah.
Bro, let's just say I had too many.
Oh, Lord.
I have done this when I don't drink anymore. When I did, I am the worst at silent auctions. Because I wake up the next morning and I can't believe what I've gotten. And I have a Greg Oden signed basketball.
Why?
That I got from the Big Brothers Big Sisters sports
I do
ball.
stupid stuff at silent auction too.
How much you pay for it, bro?
I have no idea.
Like, who was bidding against you? Like, who was fighting against you for a Greg Oden
Nobody.
sign?
It was for a good cause.
That's the thing. He wasn't going to let me. He's like, this is what I'm bidding.
No, I thought it would be funny. That's what happened. Yeah, I thought it would be funny. Oh, you have no idea. I am treacherous at those. I did one of them. What was it? What's the one that's like it's like, I don't want to offend anybody. Oh, no. Young, affluent women all have that. Like, it's almost like a fraternity type thing. What's that thing called?
I don't know, but I bet it's headquartered in Collierville.
Yeah, it probably definitely
What's
is.
it called? But they do like community service.
not
Junior League.
Okay,
Junior
I was
League.
gonna say Planned Parenthood.
Yeah, out of Junior League of Memphis. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. They do good work. I went to their silent auction and I bought a Kobe Bryant signed jersey. This is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm like telling my wife, I'm like, I'll just flip it on eBay tomorrow, right? And
she's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and she's like, and so I won it. I mean, I'm in a bidding war for this thing, right? I won it. I went home on eBay. There was like 1,000 for cheaper. I was like, oh my God. I might should have checked that before I did this.
Well, you have a Kobe Bryant autographed jersey now, though, so that's cool.
You want to know the worst one ever?
Oh, no.
Oh, now this was embarrassing because this was at my wife's school.
Oh, God.
Yes. So they hand delivered her what I won at the silent auction. All right? Hand delivered her. What happened here? Let me just explain.
I gotta explain this stuff. You know what's
What
bad.
had happened was there was a guy that donated like what's that wine that's like nice, but it's not like a Silver Oak, right? Really nice bottle of wine, but it was like a magnum of Silver Oak. So one of my buddies wrote like, he just wanted to donate anyway. So he just wrote like $500 on the thing. And they were like, okay, yeah, basically like you can have it, whatever it was, right? I can't remember what the price was. So and this is at the event. So then he's like, all right, I win. And he took the bottle and we all went out back and shared it, right? I go back in and start bidding on other crap. Who knows what I'm bidding on? At school, the lady that ran the silent auction delivers like a manila envelope to my wife.
Oh, no.
she brings it home. She's like, they said you won this at the silent auction. And I was like, I did? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, how much? And she's like, I don't know. And I was like, I don't even...
You don't remember.
I don't know.
You don't remember.
Bro, I opened it up. I swear to God, it was piano lessons.
You bought piano lessons?
I was like 40. I was like 40. Hey,
Bro, he a demon at the silent auctions,
yo,
bro.
in that moment, I thought, I've always wanted to play.
You can't
I've always wanted to play piano.
They can get you easy,
I've
bro.
always wanted to. It was like 10 piano lessons.
That's what you
I was
need.
like, I've always wanted to play piano. So I bid on it. They delivered to my wife. And then I opened it up and she's like, what is it? And I was like, it's piano. She's like, what? I'm like, I know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
She's like, you...
It's tough.
There's so many good things I probably could have bid on. Like maybe dinners for us.
Yeah.
Or like, tickets to the Orpheum or something useful. Suffice to say, no one ever took the piano.
You wanted to be John Legend.
Dude.
I can't tell you how many stuff from like gift certificates and stuff, and they just sit on a shelf in my house.
Oh, demons,
I
bro.
probably got $1,000 worth of just. If I just go to this place and hand them this, they'll give me stuff. And I
You
just
don't feel like going.
I never
You just never
remember.
do it.
I don't even know what I have.
So funny.
What
I need
is
to
wrong
do
with y'all,
inventory.
bro? Too many shots, bro?
I walked out of
wine?
a silent auction with a Jose Canseco autograph before. Don't know why.
Here's the thing, dude. Now, again, I haven't been to one in so long, but they do it on purpose. You go to the thing, and then every place that has a silent auction has an open bar.
Right.
Yes.
And I would just say, obviously, I can't do it anymore because I can't function. I have to do 7. No, I'm serious. I have to do 7 podcasts a week, and then we have the TV thing. Like I can't recover, so I just never drink, never. But back then, it was open bars. And I took advantage of those.
People make poor decisions when they're drinking.
That's right. I took
the
advantage.
story as old as time.
Oh, trust me. I've got how many silent auction stories? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
How? I'm the worst.
Because you want to win.
The only person worse than me is Hasseltine.
Have they ever asked you?
Hasseltine.
Have you ever
Oh my
been asked to be a part of the silent auction?
No. Maybe like one of those spend a day with or whatever, or come in studio with or something.
Right.
Yeah, those are.
And they wanted me. I was at one of these deals, and they were like, can you? Would you be willing to let people let somebody come in studio with you, that type of thing? And I was like, if it's for a good cause and it means something to you, sure. I don't know if anybody cares, but if you think that's worth something, sign me up. And then they were like, all right. So the next question: can you be there at the event? And I'm like, I don't know. Let's look at the schedule.
Come on, you're asking a lot.
You're asking a lot.
It's two questions. Two questions.
I already told you can.
And you're already bothering me. Okay? You're already making me hate you. And now you're just making it worse. All right? And so I was like, yeah, I think I can maybe come. And they were like, cool. So if you're there, then we would just bring you up on stage. And then we would have the auction. And I said, "There's no chance." My image of that is me standing up there, and they're like,
"Oh my God,
do we have $10?"
No.
And nobody.
Everybody just looks at you,
and I'm just like, "There's no chance I'm standing on a stage."
Oh yeah, because inevitably the next thing that they would raffle off or they would silent auction bid on.
It'd be piano lessons. And I'm like, 500.
No, it wouldn't. It would be like 4 nights, all expense paid in Orlando with Disney tickets and whatever else, and you're just standing there like, I went for $100, and now everybody in the crowd is battling over this trip.
So you're ready for this? I went to the thing, and I did go to the event.
Yep.
And it was like, dress up, take your wife, that whole deal. And they were like, so you went? And I said, no chance I'm getting on that stage. And I actually, when I knew they were about to announce it.
You left.
Yes.
Of course
I couldn't be, because I didn't even want to witness it. I had to remove myself from the situation. I was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. All right. Well, one of the big events that is going on this weekend is, of course, the Kentucky Derby. Okay. I do not know who all is scratched yet, so I am just going to go through these one by one. I am going to do an exercise. We have 4 of us here. I'm going to let you pick based on the name you like the most.
Okay. I like that. I like this exercise.
Okay. Mugatu.
Whoa.
Nah, we good on that.
Epic Ride.
It's a good name.
Okay. Generic name.
Generic.
Society Man.
Society Man.
That was a generic name.
How you name a horse Society Man?
That's a funny name. Society Man.
What's that? Who made this song classic?
Society Man takes the lead.
I'm a classic, man.
Okay.
Is it Judea?
Fierceness. Okay, just remember the one that you
I think
like.
that's the favorite.
Resilience. Okay.
Whatever.
Domestic product.
I like that one. We call him DP.
My horse is named Domestic
We
Product.
call him DP. Yeah, let's go.
Endlessly.
I like DP.
We call DP.
I like
Pause.
DP.
T.O. password. I don't know. Just Steel.
It's like a wrestler.
Mystic Dan. Sierra Leone.
Love it.
I like that one.
Sierra Leone. It's a good
Grand Mo the First.
Roser's going with a Yeezy song.
Yeah, of course.
Grand Mo the First. Okay. Let's see. West Saratoga.
Boo.
Catching Freedom.
Catching
All right,
Freedom.
bro.
That sounds like a capital stormer.
Yeah, we don't need him to win it.
That horse got a red hat on. I'm certain.
I saw that horse in the Capitol.
Catalytic.
Okay.
Forever Young. Honor Marie.
I'm not honoring Marie.
Yeah,
Nah,
Marie's
Marie
good.
sucks.
Marie sucks.
Track Phantom.
Track Phantom.
Track Phantom is great.
Track
Amazing.
Phantom.
Hey, is it?
Track Phantom is amazing.
Is it Phantom?
He's 20 to 1.
I might have to roll it. Yeah.
Track Phantom?
Either hit DP or Track Phantom.
Yeah, I'm DP.
DP is a good one.
It says on Track Phantom, it says, don't be surprised when he comes out of nowhere to take the lead in the final links. Track Phantom moves in silence and makes his presence felt.
Okay.
Okay, Track Phantom.
Just a touch.
Nah, I'm good on that.
Door knock. Dornoch or Dornotch?
Door notch.
Door knock.
Yeah.
Dornick?
Dornick. Stronghold.
Stronghold.
Stronghold is 20 to 1.
Stronghold.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm going Domestic Product.
Yeah.
You like domestic.
DP is a good one.
Domestic Product.
Either.
Can you imagine getting all? We won't get horses, but we get dogs and cats and stuff. You named your dog Domestic Product.
Domestic product. Either him or Storm. Is it Storm Chaser? Was his name?
I think there was
Chaser.
No, there wasn't a Storm Chaser.
Stronghold.
There's Stronghold, and then there was Grand Mo the First, Sierra Leone, Mystic Dan. Mystic Dan is kind of funny. A horse named Dan is ridiculous. Just Steel, T.O. Password, Endlessly, Domestic Product, Resilience, Fierceness.
Society Man.
Dude, Society Man.
Society Man is crazy.
Society Man's 50 to 1. It says, sounds like the name of a straight-to-Netflix Russo Brothers action film that you forget about 20 minutes after the credits roll. That's actually a very good description.
Very detailed.
Have you ever seen
Society Man?
I think I have, but I don't remember.
Which is that one? Epic Ride, and then Mugatu.
Mugatu.
Yeah, Mugatu.
I'm gonna go. Since you went with my guy DP, I'm gonna go Track Phantom.
Well, if you're taking Track Phantom, then I got to take somebody else.
We know what Rogers is because he loves Kanye.
I think that's the best name for a horse. I think that's the best name.
Sierra Leone.
It's a great name for a horse.
Name after-
Would be better if it was a filly, but we'll deal with that.
Diamonds
it's a
are
male.
forever.
Put
What
your
I want to
diamonds
know
in the
is
sky.
Okay,
if
hold
the
on.
horse bought with blood diamonds,
No,
though.
hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
gosh.
Hold on. I got to look up. This is my greatest bet ever was a horse will win the Triple Crown with my boy American Pharoah, and it's because I had seen him in the Arkansas Derby, and I was like, that's the fastest horse I've ever seen in my life. Who won the Arkansas Derby? That's what we need to find out. Whoever won the Arkansas Derby, because that's usually who I like, and I'm going to pray it's not a bad name.
Muth.
Muth
ain't doing nothing.
Muth ain't doing nothing.
What happened to Muth?
Muth took a dub and went to the crib.
Just Steele was second.
Mystic Dan was third.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fourth was Timberlake. And wait till you hear what 5 was.
Oh, yeah.
Informed Patriot.
Informed Patriot.
Oh yeah, he's wrapped in red, white, and blue.
I guarantee you, Informed Patriot got a Facebook account.
Informed Patriot and Catching Freedom.
With a dog,
related.
For sure. That is for sure Glenn Beck's horse. There's no way. There's no way Informed Patriot is not his horse.
The only people who use the word Patriot are people like that.
Yeah, Glenn Beck.
Real Patriots.
Nobody else says that word ever.
Good Patriot.
Nah.
I mean, if we're talking about the football team, I say.
So I don't want just Steele, even though he's. What happened to Muth? I would have taken Muth.
What happened to Muth?
Muth is a great name for a horse.
Early on the
Muth
what
won
happened.
the Arkansas Derby, and now he's not even around.
I did. In the spirit of looking up stuff earlier, you brought up Larry Johnson.
Yep.
And you start typing what is Larry Johnson, and it autofills. The most common thing people Google about Larry Johnson is, what is Larry Johnson doing now? Nobody knows.
But no, they found he was apparently at the last Knicks game, the last Knicks home game.
Oh wow!
Courtside, he is massive.
He was with all those guys.
He is massive.
Like
by the way.
Pat Ewing was there.
Yeah, he is.
Oakley was there. Starks was there.
Carmelo.
Yeah, they were all there.
He's all
the great old Knicks were in the building.
This is why Muth isn't in the Kentucky Derby.
What happened?
His trainer's Bob Baffert.
Cheated.
And Bob
horse.
Baffert's
He's a
banned
cheating
from
horse.
Churchill Downs.
Like the Ryan Garcia of horse racing.
Yeah, he really is. So Muth won the Arkansas Derby, and then is not allowed in the
Because
Kentucky
Baffert's
Derby.
horses can't go.
So
Muth's dad is Good Magic.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
And his mom is Huppa.
So I don't want to take just Steele.
Yeah, it's like a wrestler, bro.
I guess I got to take Stronghold.
I'm taking
Stronghold.
domestic product.
I got strong.
Domestic product. Let me see what domestic
I got
product is.
Phantom, Track Phantom, whatever the hell his name is.
Track Phantom. That's a great
That's
name.
my guy.
Do you make a point? Like, is it important to you to watch the Kentucky Derby?
I will certainly go out of my way.
It's like what, 60 seconds, right?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It takes
I don't care.
I will go out of my way to watch it.
I don't care.
I
Like,
usually have
GP
money
is
on it.
2
though.
minutes.
Like if I watch it, I'll go, okay, let's watch this. But other than I don't care.
Yeah.
I just can never get into it.
It's just
I went.
120 seconds
I went
of your
one
life.
time, and I don't think I'd ever go back. I had a good
Why?
time. I don't know. It was fun.
It ain't your vibe.
It just didn't feel like
So
I was
Fish told me this. He said about Churchill Downs. He's like, if he goes,
They say it's
I
bucket
went,
list. You don't.
we had a blast. I just don't know that I would go back.
Is it bucket list?
It was a fun experience. If you're going to do it right, it gets super expensive. So we went all out, did it. We had a great time. It was a great time. But I'm like, would I go back there, do that again? I don't know that I would.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Damn.
I don't know.
That's tough.
So you're like gambling all day. I don't know anything about what's happening. I was literally texting people I know who are in the horse race.
For what? For the better part of 15 years, we went to Southland every single Derby day and bet 6 ways to Sunday.
Yeah. I don't find
we box them all up, and we, you know what I mean. And usually we would take a big group. Everybody would pitch in, $50, and we'd end up with this $600, ticket that basically, 2 things need to hit at the top, and then it's all wheel the field. So if anything long shot hits, you're just, you're making 15, 20 grand.
Yeah.
And we never hit it.
Real gamblers.
Yeah, I guess.
No, but I mean, everybody. So you would get 12 guys. Everybody pitches in $50.
Yeah.
Now you got a $600 ticket where you've wheeled the field, and so you just need a long shot to be in second or third.
So you can get
that
big bag.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe it's like I like put money on a football game. It's like, I got 3 hours to enjoy this.
Right.
And with the races, it's just like, all right, here's my money. Here's 2 minutes. Now that's over. I just don't care about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's probably low on my bucket list too.
Fish told me that he said he's been, and he said he went the whole week. So he was there, and he's like, it's not like Augusta National. Like you go to Augusta, like if you went to Augusta National in March or April, May, it's going to look the same as if you go in August or something like that. Like it's just going to look immaculate. He's like, dude, that place on a Monday just looks like a raggedy old horse race track. It looks like a dump. It looks like how when you would go into the old Southland upstairs, the tickets everywhere. Like, it just looks like whatever. And he said, and then come Saturday on Derby Day, he goes, it looks immaculate.
Right.
Like,
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet the conversations are terrible.
You never. No, everybody's drunk.
It's exhausting too because it's all day long.
It's all
And-
day
and-
long.
and
we went to the
everybody's
Oaks.
drinking.
We went to the
Yeah.
Oaks, which I guess is today. So we went to the Oaks on that Friday and then the Derby on Saturday. And you get there at like 10 in the morning and you're there all day. It's a lot of
drinking.
Hey, buddy.
A lot of drinking.
It's a lot. It's a long day.
And then he bid on something on the silent auction.
No, but then you got there's all
Do
these
they have a
parties
silent
at
auction
night. There's all these
Parties at night?
Oh yeah, there's parties but I remember
You're dead by the time you get to the
oh
afternoon.
man, we walked into the club, whatever it was, the party, and there's a few of us, and like sit down, and it's like, I don't want to be here. Like I'm so tired. It's been like you're ready to go to bed. It's
That's
a long
tough.
day.
We got a Shams tweet. He's found information about PatBev and why he threw the ball at that fan. Apparently, the fan said they left the huddle. He said Cancun on 3, 1, 2, 3, Cancun. PatBev.
That's funny.
PatBev was mad, so he threw the ball at him.
That's funny. 1, 2, 3, Cancun is funny.
Yeah, that's. The
Come
fan
on.
yelled Cancun. Cancun on 3. PatBev grabbed the ball and
That
threw it
has
out.
to, you, honestly, like the only way you can get anybody to defend you is if the guy said
He's a
somebody
racist.
racist.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's what Myles Garrett tried to pull on that quarterback from the Steelers that and nobody believed him.
Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. And nobody believed him.
Right.
Like all the Steelers were like, no, he didn't. It's like the only thing that could make you feel like trying to kill someone by swinging a helmet at them was a reasonable thing to do.
Right.
Right?
If
He turned the attention on this guy who's a racist, and it's
if
like
it was caught on audio that a fan said N-word,
Yeah,
Patrick Bev, no, he would not be suspended and he would be defended all day today.
Cancun on 3 is hilarious. A fan yelling Cancun. Cancun on 3. Then you just shut up.
he's a sore loser, bro. Sore winner too.
He did.
I mean, look, if they would have won Game 6 in Indiana, he is buck naked on the scorer's table.
Instead,
like just helicopter.
Instead, my boy Tyrese.
He's like, how you let me know?
Instead, that boy got belt to ass.
Belt to ass.
And then Tyrese tweeted, "Con man, shoot a con man, bro. Yeah, do him like you got to do him." Shout out Tyrese. Stop sleeping, Vernon. I'm telling you, they're gonna win at least 2 games.
Was it Westbrook or was it Lillard?
Lillard, the one that tweeted it, yeah.
No, PatBev trick y'all.
Yeah.
And now they're
No,
on
that
the
was
same
Russ.
team.
Russ tweeted that.
That was Russ.
And then Dame tweeted the con man.
Yeah.
And then Tyrese just copied and pasted
Yeah.
Dame's tweet last night.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, he copied and pasted it.
That's tough.
That's tough.
Flip from above the rim, bro.
Sometimes it be your own people.
It be your own people.
Tell Drake.
Tell Drake.
He knows.
That's the worst thing you can do to somebody is
You
tell them
say all your friends
hate
don't
you.
like you.
Yes.
Now you're just looking around.
Now you're just looking around.
Did he say
now,
he's-
your boy texts you and you don't even know, how to deal with
Is
it.
he getting information from me?
That's what he implied. Like, dude, your guys. Have you ever wondered if your guys work for me? Like that'll mess with somebody's head.
Because you got a lot of dudes around you too.
Oh, I know.
There is nothing.
And he's saying none of them like you.
He called a meeting this morning, probably.
That's tough.
That's tough.
Damn, Kendrick.
I don't care how successful you are. If somebody tells you realize all your friends don't like you,
It makes you feel like shit.
I will say this. I liked, let me say this on the Kendrick diss track that came out this morning. I am very thankful. I didn't have to decode that. I didn't have to wonder what he's talking about.
There's a lot going on.
But he's very clearly saying none of your friends like you. And that's the end of that.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, this is very simple, straight to the point.
Yeah.
Like, there is obviously that somebody's going to decipher that thing, and there's 100 million things
they
to
have.
decode.
There's a quadruple entendre in the song.
Just in the title. Just in the title.
June
of the song.
16th is Tupac's birthday. June 16th
is Father's
Day. June 16th was the start of the.
he named his song after Father's birthday.
And Tupac's birthday.
Bro, and
Thanks
and,
to
and started the People versus OJ trial. June 16th was the funeral of Nicole Brown Simpson. June 16th was the Euphoria show premiere. And June 16th, the Corinthians 6:16. I don't know the verse, but there's that too.
There's a lot
It's
going
probably like, and your apostles
and
will turn
what
on
can you
you.
say back? This is the point I made earlier. What do you say back? Because this guy is basically saying, you're a terrible father. Your friends don't like you.
And you try to paper dirt on me that you couldn't find nothing.
And you have a fake stomach.
Yeah, that hurts.
And you're a pedophile. Okay? And so what are you going to say about Kendrick that he hadn't already said about himself? Kendrick just did a whole album saying, I was a terrible partner. I've been addicted to sex. I'm trying to change my life.
He said that.
He just said all his stuff.
I'm
he just
little.
He got it all
Yeah, that's
out
what he
there.
said. That's all he found. Like Drake did all the research. All he found out he wears a size 7 shoe. That's all he found out.
So, but like, what do you say to a guy who's already said everything and also has said, I don't really care about any of this rap stuff. Don't even matter to me.
Right.
I got a kid to raise.
But why you don't raise your own kid?
This is about skill, and I'm better than you at this.
Yeah.
They said Drake's been cooking though. They said he's in the lab right now.
The problem is,
that's what academics said.
What can you say?
Academics said he said Drake is preparing right now. He's gonna do like a 2-pack where he's rapping for real. He's gonna make like a club hit that you can never run away from. You have to hear it everywhere you go. That's what Ack said on his Twitch stream this morning.
Yeah, if that's true, then you have to do it like when we went to watch Kanye in Nashville, and he played "I Made That Be Famous" like 10 times in a row, and had the whole crowd saying, "He's like, we in our hometown, let's run it back, run it back."
No, he stopped the track.
Yeah.
He kept playing over and over
Dude,
again.
10 times.
Dude,
He said,
yeah.
"Run it back,"
He-
and the whole crowd, like, "I made that."
You can find it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like Kanye West Nashville famous.
Dude.
And he's like,
I think I have it on my phone.
He's like, I feel like this is in a movie. He's like, we were in Taylor Swift's hometown.
Oh man.
Play it again.
And he's on one of those like suspended stages above the crowd.
Yeah.
The whole floor, which we were on, was
so
like a
that's
club.
lit.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
it was
so now you got
lit.
18,000 people saying,
Yes.
I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex.
Yes.
Show.
And then he's like, yo, run that back. Like, oh my God.
I respect that. Oh, also 6:16 was also the date of Kendrick's show in Toronto. Also, the sample on the song was Al Green's sample, which Drake's uncle played guitar for Al Green back in the
See,
day.
there's a lot going on.
Kendrick's a deep thinker,
But
man.
and the other one, like once the other guys already said the culture's with me, not with you.
Yes.
You're a terrible father. Your friends don't like you. What do you? And you're white. What are you gonna say?
It's
Like,
tough.
what can you say? Because you know what? Whatever Drake says, you know what Kendrick Lamar does? Nothing. He
No,
just
he
doesn't
just chills.
care.
Take care of his kids.
Yeah, bro. I'm raising my son. Whatever.
Keep it with your jokes, buddy. With your memes and jokes.
Like when your jokes, when your shot to have no impact, what are you gonna do?
We're gonna
It's
find
a
out.
tough situation for Drake. I don't want to be in a situation.
I think
no
you just
threats.
you have to say you're rich and you got a bunch of hits.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I got Billboard charts, sold out tours.
Yeah.
Everybody already knows that. It's like, okay, cool.
Yeah. You know, no,
Well,
but
they get like real personal, right?
You
Like,
gotta
have
find
the
a way to
whole
get
chorus
personal.
be like your wife's ugly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, Kendrick might come up fine for that.
You've
kinda,
got to
yeah.
like, you've
I
got.
know, but I mean, like, really, you've got to go gutter.
It is
Like,
hilarious.
he tried with
two
Pusha
grown
T.
men, two fathers worth hundreds of millions of dollars talking about killing each other,
Fighting each other
It's kinda crazy.
over beats.
It's just they're like strip everything else away.
Yes.
These are two fathers worth hundreds of millions of dollars,
That's right.
and they're talking about killing each other.
Yeah.
Tough.
Hey.
It's tough.
Shout out Rap Beef.
I love
All
it.
right, Gary, have a good
Wait,
weekend.
Gary, before you go, I want to
Well,
ask you about
yo,
this
Come on.
transfer.
Uh-huh.
All these transfers Memphis got.
Yeah.
Should we care? I don't care. Should we care?
Well, the roster's in a good place.
Okay.
The
All right.
one they got this morning or last night, Tyreek's at SMU, he's just a role player. He's going to come off the bench, play 20 minutes.
Jordan. Hey, I was with Coach Harrington the other day, the coach of Briarcrest, reigning state champion, of
course,
John Harrington.
Legend.
And I was talking to Harrington, and we were talking about how he was asking me about Memphis and whatever, and I was like, it appears to me, John, that every conference game that you have against Memphis is a tryout for Memphis.
The AAC Avengers.
Right? It really is.
If I perform well.
Because they're all from the conference. And hey, do you know what he said to me? I don't think he'd mind me saying this. He goes, I swear to God, if I was in that league, I would not let my players shake hands after the game. He's like, because Penny's like, hey, man,
Come on.
And next year.
Next year.
Airdrop me your number.
Yeah, right. He's like, you can't let them shake hands with them. He's like, he's literally taking all the players off the other teams.
The Memphis in this version of AAC is like AAC All-Stars.
Yes, it's the Avengers.
They take the best players from all these other crap teams and build a hopefully good team.
So we're gonna be. The Memphis gonna be good or not?
Well, David Jones coming back, right?
It's not done yet.
Yeah.
It certainly feels like it's
I
headed
got
that
excited
way.
because he's. How many times have we said he'll be the only player I know?
Right. You wanna...
I've at least got some stock in him. Because, I watched him play before.
You know Jourdain?
Yeah, he's coming back.
Why you looking at me like that? You know Nick Jourdain, bro.
I know.
Right. If he were sitting right there, you wouldn't.
I know. I know Nick.
I'm
Jourdain.
fine with Jourdain.
They're gonna
I'm
be-
cool with players. I'm cool with it's a player I know.
You bring back David Jones. They're based on roster right now with David Jones. I'd say top 40 team, clear favorite in the AAC.
Ooh,
Okay.
top 40. I'm excited.
Hey, that's 68, buddy. We make the tournament. Let's go.
Clear favorite in the AAC.
Clear favorite in the AAC.
They got us like 7th place last year.
Yeah,
Or whatever to be
you
finished.
should have been clear second favorite in the
Did
AAC last year.
anybody in the AAC hire an awesome coach?
No, they don't do that in the AAC anymore. You only lose them. You lose them. You don't get them.
No, I mean, you can get a defamed guy.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you look up and it's like, oh my God, Donnie Tyndall's coaching.
What's Steve Lavin doing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, wait. So,
Wow, they got Donnie Tyndall.
so what you
That's
telling me
crazy.
that we are the face of the AAC right now?
You got to be. I mean, like Dusty May left. That FAU thing's gone. That's over. That was a 1-2
Who'd
year
they
thing.
hire? Do we even know?
Yeah, but it's I think promoted.
That dude, I tell you this, that dude in South Florida is good.
He is.
Sharif's little brother.
Amir Abdurrahim.
Dude, he immediately made them good.
And he did not immediately the same thing.
He
but
recruited Edwards.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards at Georgia.
And here's the thing, like I don't know him well, but he worked in studio with us. I know him a little bit. I've been around-
really?
Yeah. Awesome. Like sharp. Like
So I know-
impressive. Just like, okay, I know you're a good basketball coach. I can see that. Just an impressive guy. Like I said last time, then this whenever he gets in front of people, like if you put him in an interview setting, he's gonna blow you away.
Well, he did it at Kennesaw, right? And, which is impossible.
Yes.
And then he immediately made South Florida good. I remember, so I've gotten to know Sharif over the course of the last year because I've been at, so I was with him out at the IST when that in-season tournament thing, and obviously he came in studio with us last year. He's the commissioner of the G League, so he pops in town every once in a while. And when I talked to him about his brother, like his brother is so in that Atlanta basketball scene. Right. That's how he got Edwards to go to Georgia or whatever. But I mean, you want to talk about an unbelievable city to be totally tapped into.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's a
saying?
good city
and then
for sure.
when you're talking about how gregarious he is, then all the coaches love you. You've got a pipeline from the AAU teams. It's like,
well, like
as long as he's got some money to be able to funnel them.
Well,
God, he got players at freaking Kennesaw.
Right. That, like, well, they're so connected in that area, the whole family.
Yeah.
Sharif played a role, and somebody had to, but if you ever wondered, like, how did Jalen Brown end up at Cal or something like that? Was all a Sharif Abdur-Rahim thing.
Oh, yeah. Because he's Atlanta as well.
Yeah, Sharif, I worked with Sharif for a little while. He worked with us for a little while.
Awesome dude.
Awesome guy. Yeah. I worked with him for a little while.
He's the commissioner of the G League.
Right, right. He was dabbling in TV before he did that.
I just want you to tell us that Memphis is going to win the AAC. That's all
They
I
should, but they should have been better than they were last year. We'll see. But the roster is in a, it's not preseason number one.
Hey.
Should be an NCAA tournament roster.
Let me tell you what we didn't have last year.
What did you?
Yeah, what do we not
General?
have? Yeah,
General.
Andre Turner's there.
Yeah, Little General's back.
Little General's back.
You know
I don't know his role, but he back.
I did wonder if it would mean the best player at ECS, this kid Tyler. He's awesome, and he's like big buddies. His dream was to get to to go to Marquette because that's where Cam goes. Cam Jones, right? Those big buddies with him. But anyways, Andre's his uncle.
So
I wondered.
Tap
Maybe.
in.
I mean, look, man. I would love to have some. I would love to have some kids from Memphis that ended up going to Memphis.
Right.
We have lost that.
There's no question.
The Malco thing was a disaster, obviously at the end, and we had Lomax probably too long, but we just have not. We have not had. We haven't had Memphis kids.
And that's what I grew up on. Like,
I know.
Andre Turner.
So did Penny.
Keith Lee across the river. Penny, Elliott. And then even like Cedric Henderson. And then you get to Deuce Ford. And there's always been this Memphis component to it. And that's just, it's gone.
No,
I don't know that it's gone. It's just not.
They're not going to Memphis.
They're not going to Memphis.
You know where some of it changed?
Who was the last one?
I don't even know.
Austin Nichols.
No.
No, there had to be somebody between.
That's from Memphis that went to Memphis? Like not Malco, not
The
Alo.
Lawsons.
Lawson brothers, yeah.
Well, I'll
Do they
take-
count though?
Well, yeah, they're from Memphis.
You count Ilo and them, you got to count.
And they left.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of them's still playing, right?
Jonathan
In Chandler.
is.
You mean tell you what impacted Memphis University of Memphis recruiting Memphis players?
The players leaving
Private schools.
Yeah.
Kids going to private
They
schools.
all go to private schools.
Bro, somebody told me Nike might be building schools. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Like that Nike might be building schools in different cities.
When
As like
Let's do it.
prep
Swoosh.
schools.
Let's do
As
it.
to just say, all right, look, let's just get in the school business.
I had a father of a prominent recruit tell me within the past, let's just say 10 years, keep a wide window, and this is what he told me. He said his son had, he's a Memphis kid, Memphis family, but he was so good at basketball, they ended up in a private school, right? So he was at a private school, and this is what the dad told me. I'm just repeating he said, GP, I am so fortunate to get my son. This is out of the city and into the private school. Why on earth would I send him right back in there? And that's a real thing. Like, we got our kids out of the city. I'm not going to send him right back to the city.
Yeah.
That's a real thing that Penny's fighting against on some level.
Right.
Parents are like, okay, we got her.
One, obviously, for some of these kids, the best thing is for them to go out of town.
That's right.
There's no question, I believe, Joe Jackson's career would have been radically different if he would have left.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
1000%.
Much more like Chioza.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And Chioza he's still playing professional basketball and had a great college career.
Well, there was a staff that used to recruit against Memphis, and they
would hold him up as.
Well, they would not just joke. They would hold up. They were like, because what Memphis would always say, whether Cal was the coach or Josh was the coach, was like, "You're a Memphis kid. You come to Memphis, you're gonna take care of you forever." And there was a staff I know. They'd say, "Here's the list. Here's the last 20 Memphis guys that went to Memphis."
Didn't really work out that well.
You pick out a name and ask me how they're doing, and I'll tell you.
Because even like the Tyler Harrises of the world.
And it was like, oh yeah, is he being taken care of? Google him, see what. Oh, he was in jail, huh? That's interesting. Here's another one. Google this one. Oh, he also like something bad. Like the list was, it was bad. It was to combat the idea that the best thing for me as a Memphis player is to stay at Memphis. Yeah. Well, it ain't the best thing. It ain't been the best thing for all these people.
And it takes one.
Right.
It takes one. One kid from Memphis has an amazing career at Memphis, gets drafted high, and that's all it takes.
You flip it back.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's what it took with Elliott and Penny. I can achieve my destiny playing here.
Right.
I don't need to go elsewhere in order to achieve my goals. And so as soon as somebody sees that, then yes, the pull will be, I want to play in front of my home city. I love this city.
And some of it is like, who do I look up to and where did they play?
That's right.
Like, I remember Josh telling me at one point he got a guard. He was recruiting a guard, and they were in there pretty good. And the guard, like, why is this guy not from Memphis interested in Memphis? You want to know why? Is like Josh, because it was Chris Douglas Roberts.
Oh.
The kid's favorite player was Chris Douglas Roberts, and he wanted to go to the school where Chris Douglas Roberts went. And Josh was like, the young man still doesn't even realize, I don't think, that I never coached Chris Douglas Roberts. Like, that I had nothing to do with Chris Douglas Roberts. I don't really know him. But, like, Chris Douglas Roberts played here not too long ago.
He also doesn't realize that's not even his name anymore.
Yeah, Supreme Bay.
Supreme Bay.
Hey, yeah, by the way, shout out Jeremiah.
Supreme Bay.
Jeremiah's one too. Shout out Jeremiah Martin. He actually kind of paid.
That is true.
Jeremiah worked out. Jeremiah Martin was
great. And he's still playing professional.
Yeah, he's killing it overseas. But if
he was on a bad team.
If you miss Memphis high school basketball, there's an alumni series going on tomorrow. You hear about this?
No.
All of, like the big schools like Raleigh, Egypt, Craigmont, Ridgeway, White Station, Whitehaven, Fairleigh, Hamilton, Melrose, East, Treadwell, Mitchell, and BTW. It's an alumni series. All the best players ever are playing like a game.
Where?
Tomorrow at White Station High School.
Okay.
So it's first game is Raleigh, Egypt versus Craigmont, and like all the best.
And it's like all
the best players.
That's kind of cool.
So White Station's got Dane Bradshaw, J.P. Prince, Nick Smith, Patrick Coleman, like Terry Tippett's coaching.
Oh wow!
So it's little stuff like that.
I like it.
So the Ridgeway Wesley Henning is coaching.
Yeah. Adrian Henning.
Adrian Henning's playing.
Right.
So like
all those
all the
guys,
names you might recognize.
Pierre?
No, like
Pierre
went
here.
there.
Pierre Niles is not on the roster.
When I broke in, it was like Ernest Shelton at
White Station.
White Station. Scooter and Lou, Scooter McFadden, Lou Wright.
So Scooter ain't playing. We know that.
I think he's had a.
Yeah, he might
Scooter
be
ain't playing.
Hey, Jeremy Hunt's playing for Mitchell.
Nice.
Jeremy Hunt's playing for the Mitchell
I wonder
team.
if Thad will.
I thought Jeremy Hunt went to Craigmont.
Yeah, why is he turning this back on? Because Craigmont's in this.
Oh. Thad Young went to Mitchell.
Thad Young went to
Thad Young,
Mitchell.
yeah.
Jeremy went to Craigmont.
Yeah.
Thad Young might be making the appearance, but yeah, if anybody that misses like high school basketball.
Jalen, our video producer, Mason Jr. is his cousin at Anthony Mason Jr. At Fairleigh.
For real?
Yeah.
Is he your real cousin?
Real
Okay.
first cousin. Not a Devin cousin.
We have to ask Devin
Not a
that.
Devin cousin.
GP, don't even ask me
that he
about my
sees at the
cousins.
golf tournament.
Don't ask me about my cousins, bro.
All this rap beef stuff, I'm just living on social media. I'm just consuming it all and reading everything. But there's something I don't even know where I got. I don't even know who said it. But some dude commented. He said something. It was just a random comment. He said, "I have never heard a white person say I was at my cousin's house."
Yeah, no, I mean either. I haven't either. That's actually a fact.
He said white people don't go see their cousins.
Y'all really don't, bro. Wall y'all love y'all cousins, bro.
That is
We
so-
really do.
That is so crazy you say that.
That's true.
We went to an event that my daughter had last week, and it was me and my mom and my son, and we were in the car, and I swear to God, I asked my mom where my cousin lives. One of them.
That's all we do is hang out with our cousins.
One of them. She said, he lives in Hawaii. I said, what? Why don't we visit then? I was like,
See?
since when? She's like, I think he's lived there for like 15 years. And I was like, really?
You lose track of your cousins on this side.
No, y'all do. All we do is hang out with our cousins.
Here
bro.
was the
That's
thing.
all we do.
Here was the thing. With ours, what happened is the ones that are within vicinity, obviously. But what happened with ours, with the ones that were like moved around the country, the grandmas held it all together.
That's our thing.
And so when my grandmothers passed away,
That's the same
there
thing.
was no central location
That's right.
where we would all meet to see each other, because somebody lived in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and somebody lived in Chicago, and somebody lived here, and somebody lived there. And so, but for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or holidays, we would all convene at grandma's. But when both grandmas were gone, then kind of lost touch. So then there's a couple of cousins that live like close to me that I still see regularly. And then, but the ones that like lived elsewhere, like there's no reason for us. Honestly, unfortunately, it's only for like, everybody's
Funerals.
married and old, so it's
Right.
funerals.
Yeah, you see them.
The only time I would see them.
We got like a group chat.
Same thing. When my grandparents passed, I grew up, my father's parents would have Thanksgiving and Christmas
right.
there, and all my cousins are there. And then you go to my mom's parents, and all my cousins are there.
Yeah.
And then they die, and you don't go to those places anymore, so you don't see those people anymore. Like I don't spend time with my. I randomly just saw my cousin at a golf course the other day, but I don't really spend. We don't gather as family with
right.
cousins anymore.
Yeah, we have cousin gatherings a lot. Go bowling.
But is it? But,
Go
hey,
bowling.
hey, but is
Go
it the
bowling
same
with his
way
cousins.
that? Because obviously you go to a lot of events from mom's side and dad's side.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
It's all kind of a function of that.
Well, when I was saying, we hang out like by ourselves now, though. Like we'll like have a.
But
we
do
have
you
a,
think,
have
in
a group
terms
chat.
of like, no, I get it, but in terms of like the big get-togethers,
Yeah.
don't you think that is a function of the adults? The adults
I
are
think
the
it's
ones that get those
I
together.
think there's the ones that started it, and now because we're all of age, we kind of carry it through because we also connected.
Yeah, nobody. Come on, you're not planning anything.
What are you talking about? What are you
You're
talking
not
about?
planning anything.
So what
When is the last time you planned to get together?
I plan all the time.
Get together.
I plan every
shut
once a
up.
week
You don't plan
with my homeboys.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
Somebody takes charge. You're not a taker.
I am the one that take. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap. I'm the one that takes charge of my group chat. You guys, my friends. I'm the one that leads the way. Because they know I have like the most like gravity out of the group.
Well, what's that mean?
You know what I'm saying? Shout out John Mayer.
Hey,
Shout out John Mayer.
hey, that's not what they told me.
That's not
Stop,
what they
relax.
Oh,
See,
Kendrick
see,
style.
see.
Kendrick style. Your people aren't your people. They text me and said your operation. They text me and said you got low gravity.
I'm in a group text with your cousins, and
They said you got low gravity.
I'm gonna put my phone on this side. Make sure you don't
That's
put
the
them
exact
boxed
term.
up.
That's the exact term they used with me.
Low
They said,
gravity.
Devin, he low gravity.
That's tough, man. Your
He
cousins.
think he high gravity. He low gravity.
You think?
Wait, somebody in the chat just said my cousin is a master barber at Amanda's. That's my family's barbershop.
He's a what?
Hold
Your cousin
on,
is a
bro.
what?
Is a master barber at my family's barbershop. Oh, we gotta
Just find another cousin in the chat.
I'm finding a cousin in the chat.
Devin got
I'm
cousins
telling you,
in
I
the
got cousins.
chat.
I'm telling you, bro, I got cousins everywhere, bro.
What happens to us though? We lose track of our cousins.
Every brother he sees at the golf tournament, he stops and talks to.
My cousin, bro.
And there is, and then when we're walking up, I'm like, Deb, I'm like, who was that? He's like, my cousin. I was like, your real cousin? He's like, nah. Then for one
How
point,
do you get to a point where you can just call people your cousins? How did that happen?
That's a black people thing.
Then-
I know, but what's the origin of it?
No, then he
It's just
stops.
somebody that's-
Then he stops, and he stopped like for a while. He walks up. I was like, who is he? And he's like, that's my cousin. I'm like, real cousin? He's like, yeah, my real cousin.
You're like real deal family.
He's like, that's why I was standing there talking.
Like, what if I just told everybody Roser's my cousin?
You could. They would lie, say less. Like nobody would like.
Say less.
Nobody would like say no.
Nobody
There's
would call
not.
you out on it.
I know, but that's just a wild
It's
thing
like
to
people-
start doing.
it's like
Just start
people-
pretending people are your cousins.
It's like people you spend a lot of time with, whether you're younger or in the middle. Like that's family. You know what I'm saying? We just said that's my cousin.
But I don't spend time with my cousins.
Yeah, that's true.
That wouldn't work for me.
Yeah,
the whole
look,
thing falls
look,
apart.
y'all got a
what?
flawed
In fact,
system.
no, but devil's advocate.
Okay.
Because you don't.
Right.
You could just say everybody's your cousin.
I'm gonna start calling
'Cause
people.
nobody-
I'm
I
gonna
should.
test
Hey,
this out.
Test it out.
Hey, nobody would know the difference.
Nobody knows.
You could set the trend for the white people. Just all
I'm
people your
just
cousins.
gonna start like just
Tell
claim-
people Bennett's your cousin.
How about tell people like Pete Pranica's my cousin?
No, you don't want that.
I do want Pete
You don't want
Pranica to
that
be my
one.
cousin.
You don't want that one, bro.
I want Pete Pranica to be related to me.
By the way, prayers up for Pete Pranica.
Prayers up,
He
yeah,
is-
prayers up, prayers up.
He is, yeah, well, he's over. He got successful back surgery.
Yeah, I
he's
know.
in recovery right now.
I know. I checked in on him.
Yeah,
I checked in on him.
Yep.
I've been having my own back issues.
Are you fine now?
I'm fine now.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Darvin Ham just got fired.
Yeah,
by the way.
Darvin Ham just got fired.
Well, that's too
For
bad.
what? Because LeBron lost.
Because JJ Redick.
Because JJ Redick wants the job.
Told you,
my
bro.
God.
Spitting the blog.
They can drink wine and do a condescending.
They'll be over there in
You
the
don't know
huddle.
anything about basketball.
They'll be doing their little. They'll be in the huddle of a game 7 over there podcasting.
I would
With
love
their
They're gonna delay a
dry
game
erase
because they're
board.
just going over OTAs together.
Dude, I would-
drawing it up.
Why y'all
I would
hating, bro?
love to watch JJ Redick get blamed for LeBron losing.
That
That would be hilarious.
That would be like the
It's
ultimate thing,
dude,
bro.
Ty Lue is literally the only guy that has withstood it. The only guy.
David Black got the sword.
Everyone.
why
Mike
they
Brown,
said
who's
that.
another coach, got the sword.
That's why they said
Everyone.
Ty Lue and
Frank
and
Vogel
JJ
won a
Redick, too.
title. Well, a title within 2 years. He was
That's why they
gone.
say Ty Lue and JJ are the favorites for it. If the
Oh, wow. Just moved down the hall. Well, I guess they're moving to their new arena. And Ty Lue's like, nah, I want to stay in crypto. All right, have a good weekend,
All right,
Gary.
bye-bye.
We'll be back into this. Chris Vernon Show.
It's more fun to be there live to see the Memphis Grizzlies hit the court all season long. From the electricity and FedEx Forum to the highlight reel plays, there's nothing quite like Grizzlies basketball. As the official marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies, Ticketmaster gets you in with a huge selection of seats. So get off the couch and into the stands while you still can. Score tickets today at Ticketmaster.com. That's Ticketmaster.com.
LifeCare Ambulance is proud to be an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies and FedEx Forum. At LifeCare, they wear their hearts with pride. Their passion is their people. They want you to love what you do and where you do it. Their employee-driven culture encourages a healthy work-life balance and supportive work environment. They invest in your success and well-being so that you can provide the best care for the patients that they serve. Join the incredible team of EMTs and paramedics in Memphis, Nashville, and across the nation today. Learn more at lifecareamb.com.
Justin Timberlake. The Forget Tomorrow World Tour. Live in Memphis. Justin Timberlake. FedEx Forum, Saturday, November 23rd. Get tickets now at livenation.com. The brand new single Selfish is available to stream and download now. For more, hit up justintimberlake.com.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy.
Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by January 12th, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account and be entered into our Grizmas drawing. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
I've cuddled a time or two in my life.
We are the right.
I've cuddled too.
I've cuddled a time or two in my life.
Heights, we're the right. Just
Yeah, and
size in
I think
general.
sometimes you're cuddling and you're like, man, I don't know if this fits the right way.
Or I was with someone who had like a baseball injury once, and so like his arm couldn't handle, like he physically couldn't.
He had to say, I would love to cuddle you, but I tore my rotator cuff.
I physically cannot.
What a wild deal.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Today we have two very special guests on our program, introducing Lem and Lime.
Hello.
For Starry Lemon Lime Soda.
Thanks for having us.
What is Starry Lemon Lime Soda?
It's a crisp, clear burst of lemon lime flavor, and it's caffeine-free.
Between us, one of you must be a little more important to Starry than the other. Who is it?
We're both important.
So it could just as easily be Starry Lime Lemon Soda.
No, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, I like it.
So you saying hip-hop could be hop-hip?
Works for me.
Starry Lemon Lime Soda. Starry hits different.
Let's talk about MVPs.
Let's do it. I went with the Joker.
Oh my God, Nikola freaking Jokic.
Every time I watch him play, I am so impressed.
I'm obsessed with him.
Yeah.
Everything he does works. He can pass, he can shoot, he can rebound, he can drive, he can defend. Like, he can do everything.
He can lead the fast break, and he's like 7-1.
IMHO with Lang Whitaker and me, Kelsey Wright Johnson, on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Hey Grizzlies fans, after exciting hoops and a lucky night of gaming, where do you rest your head? Look no further than Southland Casino Hotel, proud sponsor of the Memphis Grizzlies. Our high-rise hotel is the epitome of luxury and comfort. Picture this, you've just finished an evening of gaming and dining, so you head on over to one of our 300 rooms to end the night. Choose from standard, suite, and presidential suite, plus we're pet-friendly and offer mobility scooters for rent. It's a seamless experience for everyone. And don't miss the Main Street Exchange, right in the heart of our casino lobby. Whether you're craving a snack or need a souvenir of your stay, we've got you covered. From polo shirts to shot glasses, take a piece of the Southland excitement home with you. So come stay and play at Southland Casino Hotel, where every moment is designed for your enjoyment. Book your hotel stay by calling 833-703-3350 or visit online at southlandcasinohotel.com/hotel.
Guests must be 21 years of age or older to check in at hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Presented by Caesars Sportsbook. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
At the jungle, man, we at the mud. Like, keep it moving, man, we on the run. Ay, been the struggle, but we ain't done. Yeah, been the struggle, but we overcome. Ay, at the jungle, man, we at the mud. Like, keep it moving, man, we on the run. Ay, been the struggle, but we ain't done. Keep on swinging, never know when we gon' land right. Hit you with the left uppercut, say goodnight on the canvas. You not know who the man is. Everybody got a plan until the punch landed, you know? I'ma rose through the concrete, I've been through it. Here to beat up on the odds, boy, I've been proving. All the doubt is wrong, let me go and call it out. Feeling good to make a shot of gun, put them out, get me out. Yeah, been a struggle, but we overcome. Ay, out the jungle, man, we at the mud. Like, keep it moving, man, we on the run. Ay, been a struggle, but we ain't done. Yeah, been a struggle, but we overcome. Ay, out the jungle, man, we at the mud. Like, keep it moving, man, we on the run. Ay, been a struggle, but we ain't done. Here to keep it moving, I won't quit hustle. That's what I'm born to do. Don't have to bitch that I'm Clemens.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Show's brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook. You can go to your app store, you can type in Caesars Sportsbook, and you can download it for free. You can use it legally in the state of Tennessee. New users get up to $1,000 back as a bonus bet if you lose your first wager using the code GCM1000. GCM1000. In fact, let me.
You got guesses?
Oh yeah, what do we got for tonight?
We got Cavs at Magic.
I'm going to say the home team has won every game of the series thus far.
Those are big facts.
Therefore, the line is Magic
3.5.
It is 3.5.
Hey!
It is 3.5 across the board.
Perfect. Got that one.
Okay,
And you
one for
got
one.
Clippers Mavericks tonight in Dallas at 8:30.
The Clippers just suffered the worst home loss in postseason history.
That did happen.
Postseason history.
And now they are counting on playoff P.
And tour date Harden.
And another playoff P.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I'm going to say Mavs 4.5.
No.
Mavs 5.5.
No.
Mavs 7.5.
Yes.
Damn.
7.5, 8.
Okay,
7.5, 8.
That feels,
By the way.
that feels high, but again, I thought that it was high the last time.
Speaking of the
lost
Mavs,
by 30. So
do you know
There
the
is
stat?
a book that has an 8.5.
I mean,
too.
usually when we see massive blowouts, the other team does make the next game close, right? Generally.
I'm seeing-
Usually there's
Yeah.
not two smokings in a row.
I'm seeing 3 books have it 7.5, 3 books have it 8, and 1 book has it
But
8.5.
they may just be crapped out.
It might be.
Clippers.
Well, if we got some money line fans out there, did you hear the Kyrie Irving stat?
No.
Kyrie Irving, Rose is one of Irving's favorite players, is 12-0 in his career in closeout games.
Is that right?
12-0.
Has Kyrie kind of turned it around to a little bit? I feel like more people are
He
starting
looks like
to
he's
kinda,
he looks like he's happier, bro.
He
You know
does
why?
look happier.
He looks like he's happier, bro.
He does look happier.
Okay. You know the other reason? What is the last thing you remember Kyrie Irving saying?
I saw a
Yeah.
video of him being really nice to this dude to try to be an a-hole to him.
Yeah.
You see that video?
I did.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I remember him saying.
Okay, and that was like a street video.
Kyrie's like, God bless.
When
families.
is the
That's
last?
all that matters.
When is the last public? Okay, fine. Let me. Public thing that everybody had an awareness of, right? That you remember him saying.
Yeah.
Literally
it was
nothing.
It was about Luka, maybe.
What?
Just like that, he like has.
You don't remember?
Well, yeah, I mean,
It's
I'm
nothing
relaying the
point-
message.
The point is, it's nothing significant.
He has said anytime he's asked about the
It's
team. when
only
they lose-
controversy with him. That's the only reason that anybody feels some kind of way.
Yeah.
He has let his basketball do the talking. He hasn't said anything crazy or been a malcontent or nothing.
I kind of hope Dallas wins the title and Kyrie.
That's why, when you say turn the corner, it is a corner turning because he is being judged completely on basketball.
Yeah.
And not any of this incense and
You gotta say, why you gotta bring up the incense, bro?
You shouldn't hate him for that.
Why you gotta
Nobody
bring up
should
the
hate
incense?
him for
Maybe
that.
we
Say
all
all
need
that
some
goofy
incense in our
stuff.
life. We all need some like
But you know how goofy he gets, or any documentary that he's watching that is like
people get-
highly offensive to
Dude, he
people.
still
or-
will post that stuff on Instagram, like Instagram stories.
He does not.
He does a lot of
not
the
in the same way.
He said that.
Yeah, the sage and the come on.
Bro, Kyrie's cool, bro.
I love the Indian tribe
He
feather
needs
earring
good
wears.
juju in this court.
You know one weird thing about Kyrie though? Like he like warms up like 8 hours before the game. Like if you ever go to like a Mavs game, like if you go to the game and like the game starts at 7, if you go at like 2 o'clock, he's out there doing his warm ups. He doesn't warm up with everybody else.
I'm sure.
I've seen
Like it's kind of like
It's an oddball, but hey,
yeah.
look, nobody cares about you being an oddball unless you're not saying some world is flat, this place is condemned, and that needs sage. Just being weird. You know what I mean? Nobody thinks about you being weird. They think about how amazing you are at basketball,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
he is. And he's also one of the most fun players in the history of the game.
Ever.
And it's all standing on that.
Yeah, just
The
hooping.
more you judge him on his talent, the better Kyrie is.
He does. He's
Because
got
he is a great basketball player.
Amazing
He does
hooper.
one or two things a game where you're like, holy crap, man. Like, how do you do that?
Ball on the
Dude, that
string.
open court dribbling in the I mean,
Behind
come
the
on.
bag,
Come
I
on.
see. I know people gonna
Full
probably
speed.
Yeah,
The
people be like, "Oh, that's
layup,
easy."
like,
I'll guarantee y'all.
It's impossible.
Do that full speed, bro.
No.
You can't do that, bro.
No.
Wrap around dribble, going full speed, and then finish with.
Real ballers know.
Real ballers know.
Real ballers know.
Real ballers do know.
All those mustard stain media members, they don't know.
Mustard State Media.
The mustard stain.
MSM.
Mustard Stain Media. I'm gonna trademark that.
You should.
Instead of mainstream media, it's Mustard Stain
Mustard
Media.
Stain Media. I like that. We can make that a thing. Shout out to them, man.
The Mustard
Look at
Stain.
that. I guarantee
Come
y'all
on,
can't
bro.
do that, bro.
Especially not past Norm Powell.
Look at that. I love Kyrie. man.
Filet.
Yes, he's so cold.
Yo, he's like the Matrix too on the finish.
Yes.
He's like halfway to the ground.
Bro. If we just talking about hoops and being a good dad, shout out Kai, man.
Yeah, really, really good.
Shout out Kai.
I cannot wait for this weekend. You know, we talked about the Kentucky Derby earlier, but to finish up, I hope we get a Game 7 of Cleveland-Orlando. I mentioned this when I was on with Kevin. Cleveland-Orlando, we have been a part of series that have gotten buried before. Now, many times we were playing against premier opponents. Therefore, you are getting a lot of attention. You're playing the Warriors, you're playing the Clippers, you're playing Oklahoma City with Durant and Westbrook, whatever. But when we would play Portland, it was like an afterthought. Seriously.
It was Tubi before Tubi.
Yeah.
Pre-Tubi time.
And so
pre-Tubi.
I feel I know what that's like when you're in like the Cleveland-Orlando series. The series that literally nobody gives a crap about.
Yeah.
Except for you, right? And it's everything to you.
Well.
So I relate to that because we have been in those before, once upon a time, where, and really it was just Portland for the most part. That being said, if they go to a Game 7, they get center stage. And so I hope that happens. I hope that this game is good and Orlando wins, and then there's a Game 7, because at least then it'll happen. I mentioned this. This is what I mentioned to Kevin. So one of the things, when I'm getting ready for the shows, I always try to check on anything I missed from these games. There is there's a article, a series that is done on NBA.com that I think is very well done. Sometimes it's by Michael C. Wright, sometimes it's by Sean Powell, sometimes it's by Steve Ashburner, sometimes it's by John Schumann. Like they all kind of spread it out amongst the NBA.com writers, and they will take. So there will inevitably be one up today that I have not looked at, but there will be. If you look on NBA.com on the sidebar, it'll say 5 takeaways from the Knicks win over Philly, right? And so I always read all of those after every game for these series in order to glean, because for sure there's going to be stats that I've missed, or maybe a lineup rotation that'll be deemed significant, or like, here's what they've done with Hartenstein on the court, or here's what, or Maxey has, or Luka, while he has been very productive, has shot 39% from the field and 27% from three throughout this thing, or this has happened in this or whatever. So there's always stuff, because that's like an intensive, here's 5 takeaways. And they're not just doing the basic stuff of what you and I know from just watching the game.
Yeah.
Like there'll be some interesting tidbits in there. So I always read them. I swear to God. It's the only series I have never seen a 5 takeaways from. They're not even writing it.
It doesn't even exist.
The series doesn't exist.
Like, it doesn't not even exist.
It doesn't
Bro,
exist.
I've never used the search bar on NBA.com. And there are like 5 takeaways. And it's like every other friggin' game, there's 5 takeaways. There's never a Magic Cleveland one. I think they don't have a writer there, and then don't have a writer even like watching it on TV. It's hilarious.
Not even watching it on
tough.
TV.
There's
That
8
is-
series. Go look. You go to NBA.com and tell me if you see a 5 takeaways article on the sidebar. I guarantee you do. For sure you do.
5 takeaways, Hart, Knicks, close out 76.
There you go. Yep. Those are great. I read all of them. All of them. It helps me get ready for the mismatch.
Let's see. Let me click see more.
And usually I learn something that I can bring to this show. So I read all of those. You can even click on the series, and the only thing that shows up is like video stuff. No one has written a word about Orlando Cleveland.
Only story they have in here about the Cavs Magic series is about Jared Allen being hurt.
It's crazy.
That's the
Yeah,
only
it
thing.
is.
That's the only
They've already
thing.
got the series preview for Knicks Pacers up.
It's madness.
Yo, that's crazy.
They don't even get 5 takeaways. They don't even get it.
So yeah, get him a
So
game
that's why I
7.
say I
though.
hope they get a Game 7.
Yeah.
Because you want to talk about somebody that gets no attention? That series.
Oh yeah, because it's 2 like whatever team.
And then I hope the Mavs clear it out with the Clippers. I don't need a Game 7 in that. I wouldn't mind it, but I want to go ahead and get to the Oklahoma City series. And I want Luka to have some time to rest up.
Yeah.
Because Luka, that series is not going to start until Tuesday. How about this? Saturday is game 1 of Denver, Minnesota. Monday is game 2 of Denver, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Game 1 of Oklahoma City will be on Tuesday. The other series will have already played 2 games.
That's crazy.
Before Oklahoma City
That's
even
probably why they
starts.
got a week off.
that's why the
That's
game
probably why they
three's
got a
on
week
Friday.
off. That's probably why they got a week off.
We got to catch up.
You got to catch up. Get everybody else time to catch up.
Yeah, you're right.
With 2 games in.
I have decided to use this search feature, just the Google.
5 takeaways?
5 takeaways, Magic Cavs. And it brings up 5 takeaways from that series by Sports Illustrated, MSN, another Cavs fan
no
site, a
NBA.com?
Magic site.
No,
So-
they don't
and
care.
so then I just decided to add, well, maybe just NBA.com to that.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
It's
It doesn't exist.
MSN, Sports Illustrated, and ESPN.com
Yeah, they-
recap.
You can find 5 takeaways from Bucks Pacers last night.
They don't care about Cavs.
All 5 should be
The
TJ
only
McConnell.
thing it gives me is a game recap.
Relax.
A game recap from NBA.com, but it's
That
from the
hurts your
Cavs
soul,
side.
bro.
It
That
didn't-
hurt your soul.
It didn't hurt my
yes,
soul.
It did.
It didn't.
Yes, it did.
It did.
TJ McConnell,
He was
a
turned
friggin'
up.
playoff performer.
He got cracker of the day from Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown gave him cracker of the
deserved
day.
it.
He deserved it. He earned it. He earned it. He earned it. He earned it.
He earned it.
Shout out to
He
David
earned
Cole.
it. So, anyways, look, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ, and so I will still pick Denver to beat Minnesota. That being said, it should absolutely be the best competition that Denver has gotten in the last 2 years.
Yes.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
They have
Easily.
not had a series go. I mean, 6 is the longest, and that was Phoenix.
Yeah.
6 is the longest. That's Phoenix, right? They went 16-4 when they won the title last year. They lost 2 to Phoenix. They lost 1 to Minnesota, and they lost 1 to the Heat because they did not lose any to the Lakers.
Yeah.
Nah,
They didn't
they-
lose
So that was
to
it.
the
That's the
walked them
4.
down.
The 4 are 1 finals game to the Heat,
Yeah.
1 Minnesota game, 2 Phoenix games.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they got to the title last year. I mean, this is for sure going to be their biggest test.
The Murray calf injury is the thing.
For sure.
For me. Like that's
Well, the other thing to look for is Luka sprained his knee and has not been the same.
Yeah.
And it's like he's going to have to be the other guy,
yeah.
right? That's going to be a fun
I
series to
can't
watch, man. The
wait.
matchups are great.
Yeah.
Matchups are great.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to watch
you
it.
think, you know, there's part of me that absolutely could see Minnesota pulling the upset. Do you think Minnesota's going to win?
I think Denver's in trouble. I think Denver will win, but like, dude,
7?
I think
7.
they're going to push. I'm going to root for
I think this
Minnesota.
team can go
Because
7.
7 would be in the 52-80 altitude, too.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we're going to see if Ant's ready for that, which I don't
Game
think they would
7.
lose
We're
because
gonna-
of him.
We're going
Like,
to
I
find
think
out
he's probably built for
if
it.
he's ready to go to that next level. He's on a level right now, like by himself.
And we're going to find out if that was just Phoenix.
Exactly. They just terrible.
That's another thing.
Because he was 31-8-6. I promise you, he will not be 31-8-6.
Because
Denver.
here's the thing with Minnesota that we
He's
found
not.
out. We found out immediately
Unless he
after
found
the
out we-
end of that series is that, and this will be different. Like Minnesota's not playing a team now that freaking hates each other because it appeared that Phoenix team just they didn't like
And
each
they
other.
also had one big guy.
Yeah.
And he's a 27-minute player in Nurkic.
And now you got the best
They
player in the
literally
world.
had no other size.
Now you playing.
Dude, that Denver team is big, too. They can rebound, too.
Yeah, their big
They're
man
freaking
is the,
small forward, 6'10".
and their legit big
It's
man
finna-
is the best player in the world.
This is going to be so much. I cannot wait, bro.
Yeah.
I'm hashtag raised by wolves, but it's going to be fun. I'm tapped in, bro.
It's going to be super fun. And then, obviously, Boston is going to be the clear favorite against the winner of Cleveland and Orlando.
Yeah.
And I think New York is going to handle Indiana.
I think it's going to surprise. I think it's going to surprise you, bro. I think
He
Indiana's
just
going to
like
surprise
Halliburton.
you. I'm just gonna,
But he hasn't been himself.
He hasn't been himself.
Still.
But I just think that they're going to fight a little bit harder than people think. I think they are. The ghost of
Do you
Reggie
know
Miller.
this? We looked it up last night, and I ended up being right about this. I said, I bet you the Knicks are favored by more in the series price than Denver is. And they are.
Yeah.
They're a bigger favorite against Indiana than Denver is against Minnesota.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Minnesota, that's
Denver,
like
Minnesota, it's only like 200.
It's like a tip-
minus 200.
It's like a tit for tat.
Yeah.
fight.
I think New York was 265.
Yeah.
Against Indiana.
I cannot wait for tomorrow. Actually, I'm trying to figure out where.
I mean, dude, Boston's going to be like minus 650.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
Maybe might hit 800 against either of them.
5-game series.
Orlando's the more interesting one to me.
Because they're young.
They have size.
Size.
Yeah.
Yeah, young.
Size.
It's not like Cleveland doesn't have size.
Either way, they finna be a 5-gamer. Either way, I'm trying to figure out when I'm gonna watch it because I know they got River Beat tomorrow.
Are you gonna go?
So I'm trying to figure out if the rain holds off today. I might just step out. I might step out and go be there because I got a photo of this. I'm just gonna take photos, even though I don't care about Odessa. Even though everybody's
Who else is there
today?
Today, yes. This is the music fest that's replaced Memphis in May, right?
Do you know who Young Gravy is?
I know Young Gravy.
He's there at 7:00.
Young Gravy, you're so in. You know him. He was huge on TikTok.
For
That's how he
real?
got famous.
I'm gonna go do some research. Apparently he's 6'8".
Yeah, Young Gravy was huge on TikTok.
Okay, well he's performing tonight at 7:00. Do you know Mon Chatter?
No.
Mount Joy.
Yeah, that's
Heard
Kevin
of it.
O'Connor's favorite band.
They perform tonight at.
They're Mismatch fans.
Really?
Yeah.
Tonight
And
at
I think Sixers fans.
tonight at
I can't remember.
Tonight at
Tough.
8:15.
Tough.
So I should go out there and chant, "Go Knicks, go, go Knicks, go."
FMB.
Kevin has traveled to go see them. He even went to go see them at Red Rocks.
Oh wow.
He loves them. Yeah.
Okay, so they're tonight. That's tonight. So
They're
it's
big basketball fans.
8:15 to 9:30 Mount Joy, and then the headliner tonight is Odessa from 9:30 to 11:00.
Late.
I'm not gonna be there for all that. Yeah, we ain't doing that. Do not understand that music. Then tomorrow we got tomorrow's a better day. Killer Mike,
Love it.
Toby, Ungwabe, whatever how you say
He's
his
the
name.
one. Killer Mike is the one. Killer Mike and the Fugees are the ones I would go see.
Fugees is the headliner tomorrow night.
I just don't want to.
You don't want to go see the Ben Camino?
Yeah.
I have seen. I love Ben Camino.
Yeah, that's tomorrow night. Al Capone's at 6:15 tomorrow, so that's Saturday. And then
I really don't know what it would take to get me to go to a festival. I am so old for festivals.
I'm on the edge too. I'm only going so
I
I can
just don't like
take photos.
crowds. I don't like standing in line for a porta potty. I don't like. I get like friggin', you know. I look at those pictures sometimes. Like I remember looking at that picture of Post Malone a couple of years ago, and I got anxiety just looking at it.
No,
We were there.
I was there. I had to leave. I had to get out of it midway. It was so crowded.
Yeah, it's like you felt like you were trapped, low key. Like you felt like if you kept moving that way, you could not get out.
Last time I went to Memphis in May, I walked in and literally made it like 5 minutes. I left. I couldn't. I was like, I can't do this.
Take it.
The
I can't do
last
it.
time that Post Malone show, that was the last time prior to that I had been to a music fest show where it was that like elbow to elbow people swaying, was when Incubus came at. I was in high school. It was right after Morning View came out, so they're at the height of their popularity. Like they're like the biggest rock band in the world at the time.
This
And
Sunday
it
we got
was-
Black Pumas, Big Boy.
I may go Saturday.
I'd like to see Big Boy.
I got offered a ticket for Saturday. I may go.
8-Ball MJGs at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Awesome.
Then the headliner on Sunday is at 9:30, by the way, to 11:00 on a Sunday.
There's Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
It'll be slammed.
Oh, it's gonna be lit.
He is huge.
Yeah, he is. He is. So yeah, I might look, bro. If y'all see me at River Beat Fest, say what's up. I might slide out there today. I might slide out this weekend. By the way, we got
I asked one of my buddies the other day about a Jelly Roll, and they're like, dude, Zach Myers told us he was friends.
Yeah.
You know, my buddy, you guys met him, Matt Stell, the country singer. So Stell called me, and he was in town. Dude, I forgot to tell you guys this. He was like, hey, I wanted to call you. He's like, I'm in town. He has to, when you're like a country artist, you have to go do these radio things.
Oh.
And so you have to go, and then you have to meet with the program director, and that's kind of how you get your record in the rotation and whatever.
Yeah.
So he met with The Wolf, and he met with Kicks 106 and whatever. He's like, yeah, I was over at the Wolf or whatever. And he's like, and I was talking to them, and he was like, man, they loved you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what?
They loved you.
He's like, yeah, I brought you up. You were one of my. He's like, oh, yeah, we love Chris, whatever. And I said, who was it? And he's like, it's Chris Michaels. And I was like, we love Chris Michaels.
Yeah.
He goes, I thought you had told me a horror story about there. And I was like, I did. You talked to the right guy, though. We love him.
Chris Michaels is good.
We like him.
Chris Michaels is good.
I said, you talked to the right dude.
Yeah,
he is the guy we like there.
Yeah, he's him and Skip.
Shout out Skip. Skip retired finally.
Yeah.
Shout out Skip.
He's the guy we like at Intercom. So or whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
The failing
Audacity.
Audacity.
Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
The audacity of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Audacity of it all.
Yeah. That's what he said. He's like, man, they really liked you. And I was like, who?
Damn. We got 2 tickets though. We got to give them. We got to give them away.
The main guy.
Give one away.
I got 2 tickets for River Beat Fest you want to give away to our great fans of the show.
All right, if anybody's still listening to this crap, you want to just DM you?
Yeah, shoot me a DM. Apparently you have to be in person for the tickets. They're not digital. So
you got to meet up with these
people. You
people.
got to meet up with these people. Hey,
So
bro.
don't be too creepy.
Yeah, don't be too weird, bro.
All right, hey, any of you weirdos out there?
Hey, Kevin, you're a big fan. I see it every day. Can't turn the tickets.
All right, if you're, hey, look, guys, ma'ams, look. Look, you know if you're objectively weird. You know.
You know if you're weird.
You know if you're weird. Don't DM Devin if you're super weird. In fact, whoever wins these, I want you to preface your message to Devin saying, "Hey, Devin, I'm not weird, but I would love the River Beat tickets," and then he'll know.
Yeah. You have to tell him you're
because
not.
a super weird person wouldn't even write that.
No.
Because they'd feel like they were being dishonest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An actual weirdo would feel weird writing, "Hey, Devin, I'm not weird."
I'll take the 2 tickets. So start the message with "I'm not weird. I would love the 2 tickets," and I got you. And I got you. I got 2 tickets for you, bro.
That way we have ensured who these tickets go to. All right, everybody have a wonderful and safe weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday. Until then, we gone.